Well, I would say the number one thing is just to start listening as young as you can to as many great singers as you possibly can get into your arsenal. Decide what speaks to you the most from, and I mean male and female singers. I don't separate the two. I was a big fan of Ray Charles growing up, and I still am, and I think that you can get your inspiration from those people. And then try to be true to your own heart as far as what you see in your own life and what you observe in other people's lives. And try to just absorb as much reality as you can, and then give back that reality in your singing.
You know, the music business has changed so much in the last 10 years. I would say the same thing that I would always say, though, which is to love the work above all else. Love it for its own sake. Unless you do, your path will be far harder. If you're chasing money or you're chasing fame, that really may not be the most satisfying way to do it. If you follow your heart and let the work be its own reward, you may find that both of those things come to you. But even if they don't, the work will still be its own reward. As a business of music, I think there really is nothing that's more important than networking. It has to be done very smartly. It has to be done with a lot of ethics and consideration for honesty and things like that. But I think that there is almost nothing that more important that you can do than to spread the word about yourself and then interface with people who you really consider to be part of your musical tribe. That's something that I'm really interested in, is letting people know that you can waste a lot of time with people who don't really see things the way you do. But when you find someone that does, that is the relationship that you cultivate. And it can be cultivated over years, let me tell you. Some of my best friends and the people I collaborate with now, I've been friends with for years and years. The band leader at the time, G.E. Smith, and I had been in a band in Connecticut for many years. I'm a musicologist, and I'd been sending people mixtapes of deep Southern soul music, which is really my area. My phone rang one day. It was G.E. He wanted to know if I could do a gig with him on Long Island, and I said yes. Thankfully, I was free. Turned out to be, I didn't know at the time, it turned out to be Lorne Michaels' wedding reception. We learned a bunch of songs from the mixtapes I'd been sending GE, so that was how my musicology figured into it. And after the wedding was over, the show started the next week. The season of the show started the next week, and Lorne asked GE, where was the girl? And he said, where was the girl who was singing with you at the wedding? And he said, why don't you ask her to come next week? She was great. So I've never left, and I tell everybody I got it from a wedding gig. But there again is the power of networking and keeping in touch with people who are in your tribe, which this day, on my last record, I thanked G.E. Smith for the musical conversation without end. And that really is, between the two of us, that really is what it is.